Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope you all are well. Welcome back to another interesting session of 10th biology about heart. In the previous class we discussed about the structure of the heart, about blood vessels like artery and veins, and we discussed about the discovery of the capillaries and discovery of the valves in veins. In this video I brought very interesting topic that happens in the awesome body of us, that is nothing but a cardiac cycle. What is cardiac cycle? Cardiac cycle nothing but the contraction and relaxation of atrium, means auricles, and ventricles is called one cardiac cycle. Repetition of this is called cardiac cycle. Are you clear? One contraction and relaxation of auricles and ventricles is called one cardiac cycle. Repetition of this process is called cardiac cycle. That's it. Number of the students as well as some people, they are confusing and they misunderstand about cardiac cycle. They thought that the contraction of the auricle and the contraction of the ventricle takes place at a time. That means, for example, if we imagine my hand as a heart, they thought that auricle and ventricle present in this heart, these four chambers are contract at the same time and relax at the same time. Is it correct? Not at all. The contraction and relaxation of auricles and ventricles not takes place same time. Then how happens? Let's understand. So before going to discuss about this topic, let's label the parts of this heart. If you know, draw this picture in your book and label it along with me. Okay? Okay. So what is the parts? What are the chambers at here? Yes, there are four chambers. Upper two chambers are called auricles. So it is a right side. So it is right auricle. It is left auricle. So label. It is right, I am writing the shortcut form, right auricle, and it is, what about it? It is a left auricle, that's correct. Then it is right ventricle, and what about it? It is a left ventricle. Are you labeling? Yes, label with me. Then look at this picture. So one of the vein at here, what is this vein? Yes, it is a inferior vein cava. It is a inferior vein cava. What about this one? Yes, it is superior vein cava. Superior vein cava. You should write in the full form way. I am writing the shortcut way. Okay, don't write like this. Next one. So this is superior vein cava. That's fine. Then what about these two and these two vessels? Yes, these two and these two vessels are pulmonary veins. They brought oxygenated blood from the lungs. So these two are pulmonary veins. So these two and these two are pulmonary veins. So it is also PV pulmonary vein. It is also PV pulmonary vein. It is also PV pulmonary vein. Okay, finished. Next one. Look at here. There is a very huge vessel, biggest vessel. What is that vessel? Yes, you are correct. That is nothing but a aorta or systemic aorta. So it is a aorta, the biggest vessel. Next one. Look at these two. What are these two? So this vessel branched one to this side, one to this side. What is this? Yes, nothing but a pulmonary artery that connected to the lungs to carry deoxygenated blood. So it is pulmonary artery, PA. So it is pulmonary artery. Is there another parts? Yes. All parts are completed. Yeah, I forgot one more thing. Look at here, valves. So it is tricuspid valve, TV, not your television, it's TV, tricuspid valve, and it is BV, bicuspid valve. Clear? So labeling of the heart finished. Let's start about cardiac cycle. What is cardiac cycle? As I said in the before, one contraction, one relaxation of auricles and ventricles is called one cardiac cycle. Repetition of this cardiac cycle, one cardiac cycle is called cardiac cycle. Okay, look at here, dear students. As I said in the before, auricles, upper auricles and lower ventricles are not contracted the same. How that process takes place? Just imagine the heart is resting position. So there is no contraction. Just imagine. So it is the starting stage. So heart is resting position. It is relaxing state. When heart is resting position, what will happen? Automatically, the auricles. Look at here. This is auricle. This is auricle. Both auricles are filled with blood. Are you clear? If you imagine heart is in the rest position, then both auricles are, what will happen? Filled with blood. Which blood? Look at here. I labeled it a blue color. So this blue color indicates deoxygenated blood, impure blood. Means where I applied blue color at here? In the right auricle. Means if you imagine heart in resting position, relaxing position, the right auricle filled with which blood? Yes, deoxygenated blood. So what is the blood present in the right auricle? Deoxygenated blood. Are clear? Then what about left auricle? So I labeled with white color. Look at here. I labeled with white color. So this white color shade indicates pure blood, oxygenated blood. So like a left auricle filled with pure blood, oxygenated blood. Are you clear? So when heart is relaxing state, right auricle filled with deoxygenated blood and left auricle filled with oxygenated blood. Okay, how that blood comes to these two chambers? Who will bring? Look at here. If you observe, there are inferior vein cava and there are superior vein cava. It is inferior vein cava, it is a superior vein cava. This inferior vein cava, this superior vein cava brings deoxygenated blood to the right auricle. Superior vein cava brought deoxygenated blood from the upper parts, and inferior vein cava brought deoxygenated blood from the lower parts of the body. Are you clear? Yes. So that's why this chamber filled with deoxygenated blood. These two vessels are connected or open into the right auricle. So right auricle filled with deoxygenated blood. Are you clear? Then come to this point. So as I said, left auricle filled with which blood? Yes, oxygenated blood. How oxygenated blood came to this chamber? Who brought? You? No. Who? Look at here. There are pulmonary vein. These two are pulmonary veins, and these two also pulmonary veins. One is from the right lung. These two are from the left lung. So oxygenated blood, what is present in the left auricle, carried by the pulmonary veins. So these pulmonary veins carries oxygenated blood from the right lung, and these pulmonary veins carries oxygenated blood from the left lung. That's why this left auricle is filled with a oxygenated blood. Are you clear? Okay, fine. Now I will take a step forward. Now auricles are contract. Just imagine now auricles are contract. When auricles are contract, what will happen? For example, if you take a balloon, if you fill water in the balloon, if squeeze it, what will happen? The water present inside of the balloon try to come outside with force. Like that, when these two auricles are try to contract, immediately the deoxygenated blood present in the right auricle comes to right ventricle. Are you clear? Through the tricuspid valve. Are you clear? So what happened at here? Same process takes place. What will happen? Oxygenated blood present in the left auricle squeezed into the left ventricle through the bicuspid valve. Are you clear? Yes. You know already these two are in the contraction stage. These two are start relaxing. While these two are start relaxing, simultaneously these two chambers are start contraction. When these two are contraction, what will happen? Yes, the blood try to goes again into these two chambers. Yes or no? Because they are relaxed. At the same time, they are starting contraction. When they are contracting, when they are squeezing the blood moves up again. Is it possible? Is it happens at there? No, not at all. It not happens. How? Because when the deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle try to goes back, automatically tricuspid valve close. When the tricuspid valve close, there is no chance to enter into the right auricle. At the same way, when this left ventricle contraction, then the blood try to move to the left auricle, then the bicuspid valve closes. Then there is no entrance, the backward flow of the blood. Then what happened? While they are contracting, look at here, one vessel is connected to the at here. What is this vessel? Look at here, what is this vessel? This vessel nothing but a PA, pulmonary artery. So when the right ventricle is contract, the deoxygenated blood squeezed or pushed into the a vessel, that is vessel nothing but a pulmonary vessel. That is pulmonary artery. So this pulmonary artery carries blood from the right ventricle to the lungs for the oxidification of the blood. Are you clear? At the same time, when this left ventricle contract with oxygenated blood, due to the contraction of this blood, some pressure is produced. Due to that pressure, the blood flows into the biggest artery, that is aorta. So by contraction of this left ventricle, the oxygenated blood present in the left ventricle goes to the systemic aorta, biggest artery. So this systemic aorta divided into small branches, arteries, arterioles. Then these arterioles connected to the tissue. So the blood supplied to the each and every cell of the body. Like the contraction, relaxation takes place in the heart. Are you clear? I hope you clear. Yes? Shall we go to next step? Okay, dear students, this happens. So from this explanation, what do you understand? Yes. The contraction and relaxation of the auricle and ventricle knot takes place at the same time. When auricles are contract, ventricle relax. When ventricle contracts, auricles relax. So at here squeezed, at here relax. at here squeezed, at here relaxed. So like that the heart is squeezed in different ways. It's fine. But how the sound lub dub comes? From where does that sound come? Who created that sound? I will explain. Look at here, dear students. Heart gives two sounds, that is lub, it's very sharp sound, and dub, it is very dull sound. Yes or no? Lub, it is very sharp sound, loudy sound. Dub, it is very dull sound. So how the sharp and dull sounds produced in the heart? Look at here. Dear students, when auricles are contracted, as I said in the before, then the blood present in these auricles squeezed into the ventricles. What will happen automatically? Ventricles start contraction, at the same time auricles start relaxation. So when the auricles start contraction, the blood present in the ventricles try to go up. Immediately the gates, what are the gates at here? Tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve. This tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve closes with a force. If you close the door, for example, if we push the door of our house, what will happen? Automatically sound produced, yes or no? Like that, when the ventricles are start contraction, the blood present in these ventricles goes back. So to stop that flow, these valves are closed with a force. Due to that force, they produce sound, sharp sound, that is lub. They will ask question, which valves produce lub sound? Tricuspid valve, bicuspid valve. Why tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve produce sound? Because while the blood try to goes back to the auricles, the valves present between the auricles and ventricles closed with a force. That's why it produce sound. It's enough. Are you clear? So like that the sharp sound produces. What about dull sound? Look at here, dear students. When these auricle contraction is completed, later what will happen? They start relaxing. Yes or no? When they start relaxing, the blood what pushed into the vessels. So the deoxygenated blood present in this ventricle goes to this vessel, as well as the oxygenated blood present in this ventricle goes to the aorta. So while they are start relaxing, the blood present in these vessels try to come back. While this blood is try to come back into the ventricles from these two vessels. What is that two vessels? It is a pulmonary artery. It is a systemic aorta or biggest artery. So while the blood trying to come back, look at here. This pulmonary artery and this systemic aorta also have valves at here. These valves closes to stop flow of blood in the backward movement. So due to that closing of these valves, it produces a dull sound, that is dub. So what are the names of these valves? We know the valves present between these two and these two, tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve. What about the valves names of this? So this valve is nothing but a pulmonary valve. What is pulmonary valve? Pulmonary valve nothing but the valve present between pulmonary artery and right ventricle. What about this valve? This valve nothing but a systemic valve. Systemic wall. So where it is located? So systemic wall located between aorta and what is this? Left ventricle. Left ventricle. So in this way, the sound lockjaw produced while our heart contract and relaxation. This is about cardiac cycle. Are you clear, dear students? Okay, dear students. Until now, we are discussed about cardiac cycle. Do you know the contraction of the heart, whatever it may be auricles or ventricles. So the contraction of the auricles or ventricles is called systole. What is that called? Systole. So when auricles or ventricles contract, some pressure is produced. That pressure is called systolic pressure. Systolic pressure. So the time taken to the contraction of the auricle is 0.11 to 0.14 seconds. This time taken to contraction of the auricle. And at the same time, contraction of the ventricles, it takes approximately 0.27 to 0.35 seconds to contraction of the ventricle. So then relaxation. The relaxation of heart is called diastole. So when the heart is relaxed, auricles or ventricles are relaxed, the droppage of the pressure is called diastolic pressure. Diastolic pressure. So this contraction and relaxation of the heart takes place in the period of time approximately 0.8 seconds. So the systole and diastole. To complete this systole and diastole, what is the time taken? 0.8 seconds. So these are the time periods. Like this, the heart's beat 72 times per minute. If you observe your pulse, the pulse rate equal to your heartbeat. So the pulse rate equal to our heartbeat. If you observe BP, so there is a reading 120 by 80 Hg. So these 120 indicates systolic pressure, more pressure, 120, and this 80 indicates diastolic pressure. We will learn more about the topic blood pressure. So this is today's class. I hope you understand. If you have any doubts, just comment in the comment section. If you like this video, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Keep smiling.